Buildings in this area of Alaska are meant to support 100 pounds per square foot of snow. So a small cabin like this could have 18,000 pounds of snow on it. In this video, I'll show you how to get rid of all this snow with a pole and a rope, and you won't have to sit out here and roof rake it for an hour and a half. Now this method works better the steeper your roof is. This roof here is a 12-12 pitch, which is essentially a 45-degree angle. And if you have a flatter roof, this method's going to be very ineffective. Anything 25 degrees or less is probably not going to work. And not to mention, this method is pretty fun. I'm Kyle, and this is Wicked Alaska. So you're all probably familiar with taking snow off the roof like this, manually pulling everything down in pieces. So I have this rope here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw it directly over the cabin on this side, and then I'm gonna use it as a saw to cut through the snow. So you wanna make sure that your rope isn't tangled up too much, because you want it to unwind when you throw it. If you have a shorter building, it'll be a lot easier. Gotta really give it. I'm gonna go check on the rope on the other side. So it looks like our rope almost made it all the way across. What we're gonna do is use our snow rake to get it the rest of the way down. Just grab it and pull it down. And now we have a rope dangling on both sides. We're gonna reposition this rope now that it's on the top of the cabin so that we're a long ways. One end is on the gable end on each side. And to do this, it'll be quite easy because we're gonna use our snow rake again. We're gonna hold on to our one side, and while holding the end of the rope, we're just gonna pick it up and we're just gonna move it over to the end, right along the ridge line of the gable side. You can see it's coming down right below the ridge. We're gonna put it on the other gable end, just in the same spot. Before doing this though, it is kind of nice to tie this end to something heavy. So that way when you're lifting it up with the snow rake on the other side, you're not just dragging this rope up and into the roof line. So I'm gonna tie it to this box that I have underneath the cabin here. It'll hold good enough. This rake is pretty long. As you can see, if I'm standing here and that whole load of snow comes down on my head, it probably will hurt. It could even kill me if it has a lot of ice and stuff in it. And we're just gonna pick this rope up, position it at the end of the roof ridge like we did on the other side. You know, I'm doing this kind of first try, so call it luck or call it somewhat easy. If you didn't have a snow rake like this, a pole of some sort would certainly be useful. So now that that is in place, we're ready to give it a go. And just like how avalanches fall, there's gonna be a weak layer up there on the roof. And that layer may be where the snow connects to the metal roofing, but it may also be a little bit off, which is okay, because we're just trying to get rid of the bulk of the snow. Oh yeah, this side's looking good. We're ready to saw. Now sawing takes 2 people, so I'm gonna go inside and recruit. We got reinforcements. You don't have to worry about snow falling on your head right over here. Okay. What we'll wanna do is we'll saw kind of both off the ends of the cabin for just a little bit. If we go away from the roof, like way over here, and start pulling, then the rope will climb to the top of the snow. So if you see the rope entering the snow climbing, it's because you're not pulling kind of like vertically enough. You're pulling too horizontally. You'll feel the rhythm, and we'll just stay with that rhythm. Ready to go. Oh, nice. Here, come try this side. We'll swap. We're close. Let's try like a just both pulling at the same time method. Okay. See if we can just kind of rip it a little bit. Oh, I'm getting some movement over here. Ready? Yep. Pull! Haha. All right, last pull. You see that weak layer? It followed to like a 8-inch above the roof line.
Yeah.
We're going to put the rope on the other side, do the same thing. See all the snow we removed. Once we do the other side, it is likely that the ridge of the cabin will still have snow on it. And I'll show you how we'll take care of that in a second. It is -5 this morning. The sun is certainly warming things up a little bit. Moving around in loose snow with too many layers, you're gonna get warm. As you can imagine, the smaller your building is, the less this is gonna save you time, because you could just snow rake the thing off in about the same amount of time as you can setting these lines and sawing. So if you have a bigger building, or if the snow you're working with is a pain in the butt, this could be a good option. Okay, that's pretty good. Should be good there. Go get my help again.
Ready?
Yoo-hoo! The rope is in the same place on that side.
Okay.
It is spring in Alaska, so these things are gonna start shedding as the sun and the cabin are warmed. Let me know when you got it in your hand.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. That is a good cut. That's just what we're looking for. I feel like if I tied it to your waist, I could maybe pick you up.
I already have been picking up.
We're pretty close on my side. We're halfway down the ridge. Let's try a couple pulls together.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're getting movement. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. Oh man. It's really icy right there.
Yeah.
We're going places. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, it moved a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Woof. Sweet. Wow. I guess I really stuck in there. Coil this up. With any luck, it made it all the way over. So we're just gonna do the same thing. Just run the ridge line and go this way. Okay, I've got my rope.
Okay. Mine's super stuck down at the bottom.
What do we got working on here? Oh yeah, it's under that big icy layer.
Yeah.
It may be easy enough to just rethrow it. Let's see. Yeah, let's just rethrow it.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, pull. 1, 2, 3, pull. Gonna be in a pain in the butt. Most times this is the easiest part. It just pops right through. It's that little ice layer that keeps our rope keeps diving in. Did that make it all the way down?
Yeah.
Nice.
What?
What's that? Falling down over there?
Every time you pull, I just get launched forward on my stomach.
Getting pulled over?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Sorry. I think the ice layer up there is just way too thick.
I think so too, because it did go down again.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's not really practical to keep trying this.
Okay.
It's cool to have removed all the snow with the rope method, but every season's different. I'm going to pull this up.
Okay.
Instead of continuing to try the ridge with the rope, I'm just going to knock down the crown a bit with the shovel. Thank you for your help.
No problem.
There's this 6 to 8 inch layer that we slid on, and it covers the ridge. And every time we were pulling the rope, we were just diving underneath it. Once the rope got underneath it, it was like impossible to cut through. Probably would have benefited from tying some knots in the rope to give it some saw teeth. I didn't want to tie knots in this because this is one of my tow ropes for my machine. But if you had a dedicated rope for doing this, you could tie a knot every 6 inches in the rope. And when you sawed back and forth with your partner, those would be like the saw teeth cutting through the snow. Sometimes the rope method works super easy and everything comes down. I'll show you some clips from the previous year.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
This year, that layer of melted and then hardened snow underneath the bulk of the snow, the rope just kept cutting down underneath and into it, and we just couldn't muscle through it. Most of the snow is gone, but now it'll be exposed to the sun and it'll soften up a lot faster. And if it slides, there will be a significant amount of weight reduced that lands on something or someone below. If you like this video and want to see more, subscribe to the channel Wicked Alaska. See you in the woods.